Good morning. My name is Trisha Fridrich. I'm a second-year MBA here at Vanderbilt. And for 10 years before coming to Owen, I was working for a sightseeing tour company in Seattle. I helped grow their business from about 20 employees to more than 120. As their VP of Business Development, I ran their P&L, did all their marketing strategy and execution, and worked really closely with their CEO and board of directors on 2 potential acquisitions. Last summer, I worked for Wells Fargo as an investment banker in their St. Louis office doing middle market banking. Don't worry, in 6 months, you're going to be really, really good at your elevator pitch. I never thought I'd be giving this speech, let alone writing it on a beach in Jamaica with more than 30 of my Owen classmates. And it's true. Some of your best friends in life you'll meet here in business school. And for some of you, that started last night at Rebar. And this weekend, you'll exchange text messages and Facebook friend requests, and when you arrive on campus in August, there'll be lots of familiar faces. For some of you, like me, that'll start when you arrive on campus. And for others of you, it'll take you a little longer to get settled into business school, and you'll come out of your shell Mod 3. Whenever it happens, it's okay. Like life, business school is choose your own adventure. Every 8 weeks, the seasons change at Owen. A new set of classes means that your schedules on Monday and Wednesday and the people you see and the things that you're studying are different than last Monday, Wednesday. Each mod is an opportunity to reinvent yourself. I could tell tens of stories of classmates who knew exactly what they were doing when they came to school and who are now doing something completely different. I could tell stories about people who admitted either publicly or privately that they had no idea. That was me. From whatever you were doing before to whatever you think you want to do now to whatever you actually end up doing, it's all okay. No one is going to check your admissions essay. And change is constant at Owen. What you're studying, who you're hanging out with, what you're doing with your time and your life and your money and your passion, all of that will change. I never thought I would have the opportunities that I've had at Owen to explore myself and my future and my dreams as I have had here. But you gotta be careful. It goes by so fast. 2 years ago, I was sitting where you're sitting. I'd quit my job, I'd packed my house, I was moving across the country, and I was nervous. I hadn't been in school in a really long time. Was I still gonna be able to study? 180 new people. Was I gonna make friends? What about Nashville and the South? What is hot chicken? 2 years ago feels like yesterday, and it feels like nothing has changed, yet everything is different. And everyone at Owen is really different. Married, single, kids, no kids, working, not working, strategy, marketing, operations, finance. Everyone's unique. There are 2 things that are constant. Someone's always out in Midtown, and the number of country concerts that you see show up on your Instagram feed is a little ridiculous. Peyton Manning was singing karaoke with us on Monday at Whiskey Jam. Peyton Manning, right? There's always going to be people in the library, some people who spend a lot of time in the library, some people who are just trying to play catch up after a couple weeks of fun. I just got my student loan bill this week, so I encourage you to spend at least a little time in the library. You are paying for it, but that's me. You do you. I told you I rode this on a beach in Jamaica, and so while I was there, I asked some of my friends, what was your biggest surprise coming to Owen? My friend Rachel said she never thought she'd end up in healthcare. My friend Mike, our reformed venture capitalist, said he never thought business school would be a 2-year vacation. And it's true. I don't think I'm ever going to get as much time off as I've had here at Owen. So save your miles. One of my friends said that they never thought everything would end up exactly as they'd planned. And another one said they never thought it would be so different. But Ryan really said it best, and we all agreed. I never thought I would love Nashville so much. So take the time to explore and to figure out what works for you. One of the OSGA members said during orientation something that I'll never forget, but that I distinctly remember scoffing at when he said it. He said, "You can't do everything. Saying no is as important as saying yes." And it's true. You literally can't do everything. I know, because I tried. Just be intentional about the decisions that you're making. Think about what your priorities are today and next month and 5 years from now and 10 years from now. And be successful at those things. Over the next 2 years, those priorities are going to change. And that's okay. Just be aware of them changing and be intentional about your decisions. My second year advice is that if you're ever in doubt, sit on your couch, grab a bottle of wine and a really good friend, and talk about life. Talk about what you want to be in 10 years and your hopes and your dreams and all of that stuff, not your corp val paper. I, embarrassingly, listen to that song by Baz Luhrmann about sunscreen a lot. And I try to remember that the biggest problems in business school are probably the least of my worries in the adult world. Invite yourself to the party. Who cares if you didn't get the text message or you weren't on the email string or you're not sure who's going to be there? If you want to be part of something, go. Be part of it. Because you're here at Vanderbilt. You're part of the Owen community. You belong here. Go to the party. And take time to explore what you want to do. To think about the things that are important to you, not the things that you think other people think you should do. 2 years ago, I worked for a job that I loved, that I thought I would be at forever. I thought being an investment banker was something that I could never do. I was a nervous public speaker. And I thought making $150,000 a year was really, really hard. And with 10 years of work experience, everyone said, "You don't need an MBA." But I knew that I did. I needed the people that I met here. I needed the lessons that I learned inside and outside the classroom to give me the confidence to take a really big risk. I needed launching the venture to pitch my crazy business idea, to push me to win the $25,000 SOAR grant, to launch a travel technology company. I told you my Mod 1 elevator pitch, so now my investor pitch is that my name's Trisha Fridrich. I'm the founder of Multiply, a travel technology company that's launching this summer in Seattle. We're creating in-city networks of tour operators to make it easier to buy tickets whenever you want, for whatever you want, so that you can have more fun on vacation. What does that mean for you? It means that as a traveler, you get to wake up in your hotel room and you get to pull out your phone and you get to decide what you're doing and you get to buy tickets right there. And when you show up at a museum or on a tour, it means that instead of waiting in line with a piece of paper for them to give you a ticket to stand in another line to get in, it means you're going to be able to show your phone and walk right in. It means that having fun on vacation is going to be easier and you're going to get to have more of it. That's my story. That's what I'm doing. And it's going to be a risky, wild ride. And I am so excited. I'll tell you at lunch or tonight how scared I am. But I'm also just so excited. And that's what I'm doing. But 2 years ago, when I was sitting in this room, I was like, whoa, no, no, no. That's not me. That's not what I'm doing. Never in a million years did I imagine that this is what I was going to be doing after business school. So be intentional about what you're doing. Spend some time in the library. Invite yourself to the party. And explore. Care less about what everyone else thinks you should do and more about what you think you should do. Buck the system. Create your own story. Over the next 2 years, you have the opportunity to forge whatever path you want, to create your own story, to build your own adventure. And next year, you can stand up here and say, I never thought. Thanks.